Yeah.
And we are live. Hi, everybody. I'm Sybil Wilkes. It's George Wallace Day. And we have, whoa, that's a loud clap or an empty room. I'm not sure which. Those big ham hocks of yours really make a lot of noise when you put them together.
Is that too loud? That's very loud. I'm sorry. So I have an empty house. As you can see, no paintings on the wall, no nothing. This is my house. It's been empty for 25 years.
Did he say no panties on the wall? Okay. All right, George, live your life.
Sybil.
We have some very special guests today.
Yes, we do.
My old friend Ali Siddiq is with us from H-Town. Hey, Ali.
Hey, who gave George Wallace a day?
He just took it.
You know what, Ali, be nice on this show. You know I don't know who you are. I call and ask you to be on this show. Sybil, I've been knowing him for 30 years, but every time I see him, I don't know who he is.
And this is a young lady who is an award-winning director, writer, comedian. I don't know if you sing too, Alycia, but you are doing the damn thing all over the place. Please say hello to Alycia Cooper.
Hello, everybody. I'm just happy to be here. Thank you, Sybil, George. Thank you, Ali. This is going to be awesome.
I am so glad you're here too. Alycia, who are you? Where you come from? Who are your people?
Come on.
My people are from Washington, D.C.
Oh, okay. So, Chocolate City.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Chocolate City. Chocolate City. My mom is a Howard University grad. I'm University of Maryland, College Park. And that's where we're from. We love our crabs. We love everything about Maryland, and now I'm out here living in hot Los Angeles in the Valley. So I'm a long way from home.
Yes, you are.
A wonderful person. She is a wonderful comedian. She's worked for me in Las Vegas, and she just knows everything. And her directing, Sybil, is great. I don't know whether you've seen some of her films or shorts.
I have. I got a chance to watch you a little bit, and you do some of the voices of Into the Spider-Verse.
Yes. I was able to do some additional voices on Into the Spider-Verse. That was awesome. I love voiceovers. I just don't get to do them enough, but they are so much fun. A
young friend of mine, Xavier Ingram, is he's a Miles fan. And so he'll be so excited when I tell him that you were on today, and hopefully he'll get a chance to watch this. Ali, how are you? I miss you.
I am well. I'm just living my life, raising these children, keep gardening and staying on the road. I got one question first before you talk to me. Miss Cooper, I got a problem with people from DC. What make y'all think y'all got the lock on crab? What make y'all think that?
We just know we do.
I live in the Gulf. I live in the ocean. Texas, how you think y'all got?
We got the Chesapeake Bay. We got the Chesapeake Bay. Maryland is known for crab. It's the seafood town. We just got. She's
talking about seafood crabs. She ain't talking about no sexual disease and shit.
Yeah, we ain't talking about crabs in your drawers. Y'all got the lockdown on crabs in your drawers. We got the lockdown on crabs you eat.
Well, this is great conversation for dinner time.
We took y'all crabs. We eat crabs here.
I knew I shouldn't have said nothing with Mr. Wallace on here.
Okay. So, George, you have mentioned how long you've known these fine people. You've known Alycia for how long? You said she opened for you?
Yeah, she come to Las Vegas and she steals the show. And I don't care if somebody steals the show because I'm the one taking the check home. So I just let her go out there and do her thing, And I got to get Ali to come out there. All of my employees love Ali. They just said, you got to get Ali to come out here and work with us. And it's just a wonderful, I call these young people, Sybil, because I've been doing it, for 45 years. And they're probably 20 years for both of them or something like that. I just love to watch them and I grow from them. And it's amazing to watch funny young people. And it's great to have them on this show. And I think America's going to know more about these young people.
Yeah. Alycia Cooper, they're going to know about you because between stage and movies and television, you're like on every streaming platform. You're directing and you're on, I believe you're 5 comedy albums in.
You're 6 now on iTunes, but my short film, Fat Stripper, where I played the fat stripper, we're turning that into a feature. So we're gonna get some big girls like Lizzo. We're reaching out to Queen Latifah. This is gonna be a big girl strippers empowerment movie.
Use J. Anthony Brown mama to include her. That's a big ass stripper. Don't have no poles because she breaks all the poles. And don't have her sit on the walls. She break walls too. That's J. Anthony Brown fat ass mama. Go ahead.
And George, I was just about to wish you a happy belated birthday, but and on behalf of J. Anthony Brown and others, but did you have a good birthday?
I had a wonderful birthday. I'm in New York City. I went out with my best friend and his daughter, and it was just awesome here in New York City. July 21 was just cool for me. Kim Whitley called me from Mexico, and we have another comedian, Godfrey. We all called each other, and we had a wonderful birthday. I wish you all could have been here because you know how I enjoy New York City.
You are one of the biggest comics in the world, legendary comics in the world. On here, name dropping.
Oh yeah. The only thing he didn't say is my best friend, who is Jerry Seinfeld. Other than that, you know.
So I didn't say that. I didn't say that's why I went to dinner.
My best friend, you just said we went to dinner, and you know.
Yeah, I went to dinner with my best friend of 46 years, me and Jerry Seinfeld and his daughter, the richest man in comedy. And I tell you what, God has blessed me.
Not after taking you to dinner. That's
what I used to do when I took J. Anthony Brown mama. She used to ask me to take her to dinner. I said, I think it'd be cheaper if we bought you a dump truck. So
but this how you know George is successful. He in New York City in a big ass apartment. Nobody else in New York City got a place that big. You sit on the toilet and you scramble your eggs in New York City. This man got room.
But that's what I teach you young guys. Make sure you get your money, save your money, and buy stuff. Buy real estate. Don't do drugs. That's my job. Don't I teach all you guys that? To do something with your money. Don't wind up broke. Don't wind up broke like these professional ball players.
You're not gonna make me sound like no after school special. You ain't taught me nothing.
He told me everything.
You didn't come to class. You didn't come to class. Where were you?
Yeah, George, the reason I put the crack pipe down. He told me everything, and I'm listening.
What Ali learned perhaps was on the street and inside the system.
He ain't no good. He ain't no good. Look at his cheap ass phone. Went out. No, he back. I wasn't even moving.
But did you? So let me talk to you guys. Alycia, I know that you are very active in what's going on around us and the things that I wanted to talk to you, Ali, and this is especially for you and me, talking about, we invited Royce West, who is the state senator from the Dallas area, talking about what's going on in the Texas legislature. As you may or may not know, Alycia and George, is that the members of the Democratic Party in the House, the Texas State House, boycotting the special legislative session. And so they left and went to Washington, D.C. last week, some by plane, some by bus. And they went to D.C. and they have been having meeting with the vice president and all of these high mucky mucks within the government. And so some of them got sick. Some of them have tested positive for COVID. But here's the thing. Some have now come back to Texas. Some of the Democrats returned to Texas this week. And that's why we wanted to have Royce on to talk about it, because not only that, there is a bill that's been passed by the House, by the Senate, which is Royce's area of expertise, passed by the Senate and talking about taking the KKK out of history and not make them seem like such bad people. This is in the bill.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
They need to throw all of Texas in the trash. Just throw Texas away. Just throw it away. You can't rehabilitate certain things. Texas is too far gone. Only state more ignorant is Florida.
But the thing is this: I don't know why people thought that wasn't gonna come down the pipeline. Once you start trying to talk about slavery wasn't that bad. Let's not talk about slavery. The next thing to do is to get rid of all of their things that have been demonic. They want to take that away and clean that up to make everybody seem like they've been fed people the whole time. But my problem is we continue to keep asking people who don't have your best interest at hand. Why do we keep asking for them? We have to start mobilizing on a different level, because I feel it makes me feel like I'm a part of a weak ethnic group, because we're the only ethnic group that keep begging for some type of liberation from people who not going to liberate you.
Right.
You know, you don't hear this in the Hispanic community. You don't hear this in the Asian community. They just mobilize together and they start buying things because they have one common goal. We have to get on some sort of message where we have a common goal. You can't want vending machines and I want healthcare, and then you settle,
Right?
you settle, and
Come
then
on.
and I'm still out there on the front line. I can't call you a sellout because you got what you wanted. You got vending machines. You know
But we're gonna get what we want. We're not begging, we're just demanding it. And you being a radio host, it's your job to get to these young people and all these people, and we're gonna do it by voting. We just constantly talk about voting, and that's how we're gonna solve this problem.
And
but ain't nothing left for us to buy because George done bought it all.
Listen, we just vote. That's all I'll ever say. Vote, young people. And I think your state, once again, Texas is going to come through. It's going to be awesome. Some of the people, are they going to be arrested? Like your governor wanted to
Well,
arrest
they
them?
have not been. They came back and they were trying to form some sort of organization to work with the Republicans who have written these suppressive voting bills. And they were hoping to talk to them. Those talks have not worked out. So I'm not sure. And that's what I wanted to talk to Royce about is what is the next step? Okay, so you guys, you went to DC. Now a group of them have come back and you weren't arrested. So what happens now? You guys are not communicating. You're not talking and coming to some sort of agreement, some sort of, I don't know, denouement maybe. But they did not come to this. And so what happens now? And this special legislative session only goes until August 7th. And that's when the Democrats said they were going to come back. If they do come back, they were supposed to be arrested. They were not. And so we'll see what happens. But Ali, I would really love to hear, because one of the things that was really fascinating in talking to Ali and my conversation with him was by text during the Hurricane Harvey. When they came in and you were completely flooded and you had all of these things that were going on, and how people were really struggling and really, really having such a difficult time down there in Houston. And you talked about, we just have to take these matters in our own hands. And you were very vehement about that. And it's still, but some things haven't changed, Ali.
It definitely hasn't changed, because I think people get lackadaisical. It's this thing, diversion. They divert us with things, and we're forgetting how we were mobilizing during this pandemic. So people are getting out. So now they back to the old. Let's go back to the old selfish ways. And during that time, it's like we didn't learn anything. And I need the people that did learn to start being in the forefront over this ignorance, because we spend more time talking about racism, social media. Do black women and black men marginalize each other? We talk about these things a lot, but we're not talking about infrastructure, education, health, mobilizing our own. We can't. This is the thing. People talk about what we need to ask for people that's in office. We need to start home raising people that we want in office and backing them from the beginning, raising the people and putting people in office that know what your plight is, that know what your agenda is, that they go in with an agenda to improve, and really we gotta stop worrying about what everybody else is doing and constantly worry about us. It's not new. This is not new. We've done this several times. Durham, we've done this North Carolina, we did this in Virginia, we did this in Philly, we did this in Tulsa, Oklahoma. We've done this before, and we start forgetting about history because we don't get historians to speak. We constantly down voting. Now, there's people talk about downing voting. You constantly talk, but what are we voting for? And the people that's in office, we're not putting pressure on them. We need to start putting our own people in office. Right. We need to start voting, and not just voting and having an agenda when we vote. Vote as a block. This is how you get things done. Voting as block, and then not just people talk about Martin Luther King and they still forget this part. And excuse me if I'm wrong. He was always in their face. It wasn't just a speech on the corner. I need to sit down and talk to you. Hey, bro, I'm gonna give you this. This is what I'm gonna say. I need this pass. If we don't, hey man, I don't know what we're gonna do, but I know one thing. And then next thing you know, hey man, why is this trash not being picked up? Who Who not picking up this trash? And now you get more results when you do things as a block, and we have to learn this because voting on how long have we been voting? Less than 200 years?
Oh, us?
Yeah. About a couple of years. Yeah.
So we can't say that it doesn't work. You know what I'm saying? Because we haven't really actually mobilized that whole thing. Because if it didn't work, we wouldn't have voted in 19 black judges.
Right, in Harris County.
In Harris County.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's where you are.
So we're voting those people in. So we are grooming young people. So we'll get me right, but we had Ms. Crockett on last week. We are grooming young new people to come up and be in the presence and make these changes. Yes, we are. We're voting young people in.
But we're also at a crossroads, George and Ali and Alycia, where we are not talking about what's not being done, how we all, and this is what our friend Cliff Albright, who is one of the co-founders of Black Voters Matter. Cliff was amongst those who are out there. He and Latasha, his other co-founder, are out there, and they're talking. And oh, hello. And Cliff, and Cliff is talking about the fact that, you know, Joe Biden, as impassioned as we thought that he was last week when he spoke in Philadelphia, and all of these things that he's talking about, he wants to have done in the voting rights bills, in the infrastructure and all of this stuff, it doesn't mean a damn thing because he's not making the moves that are necessary to be made right now. Exactly. And getting rid of the filibuster. He's going out there and getting arrested with other members of Congress. And 11 black people last week, 9 black men. And so we're talking about the fact that, you know, for all of his good intentions, and I'm sure he has a great heart, he talks a good game. And we believed him. And we did everything we possibly could in November and again in January to make it so that he had some people in the House and the Senate, right? And now he's saying, well, I just want to go back and you know, I know that, you know, the filibuster, I can talk to these guys and I can get them to come around to our side. No, you can't. You can't. You haven't, and you won't.
Democrats are not tough enough. I don't understand. We watched administration do what they wanted to do whenever they wanted to do it, no matter what you said, how you felt about it. Hey, we're doing this, period. And the Democrats get in position and then want to go kumbaya and say, well, let's talk. Talk about what? What are we talking about?
Right.
No, you guys are wrong. Democrats are doing a lot, and they can only do so much. We got a guy named Manchin out of West Virginia who's actually a Republican. I'm sure he ran as a Democrat so we could win. So we really don't have 50 votes.
Yeah, he's a dino. We got a dino in there. Democratic name only.
Exactly.
Yeah, him and that other chick. What's her name? Cinema. So we have 2 dinos in there.
Yeah, they win.
Yeah, they're thwarting progress.
But you know what, George? I'm getting tired, Alycia. I'm tired of people saying we're doing something, we're doing it. He's not doing it. We have to fight as dirty as those other cats.
What do you want him to do? We can fight dirty if we have the votes, but right now we don't have the votes. That's why we got the votes.
We gotta be more gang. Yes, we gotta be more gangster. You got all this reach across the aisle and slap the hell out of them.
But what can you do with 50 votes? With only 50 votes, what can you do? That's the system.
Let me tell you what you can do with one person. Let me tell you what you can do with one person. Everybody disregards this part of this. Everybody's seen the movie Mississippi Burning, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How did they find the children?
Oh,
I mean, and how did they find the kids that was missing? When they was in Mississippi, how did they find them?
I don't remember that part.
People don't remember the part because it's so subtle. They flew in a mafia hitman in the middle of the night. They took that man in that house, and he said the FBI told that man what they wanted, information they wanted. He said, all right. He went in that house. In 2 hours, that man came out and told the people they went and dug them kids, grabbed them kids.
About that.
That's the whole thing. People forget. You got to play. Hey man, they got to wake up with something in their bed. Hey man, look here. I need to talk.
That horse's head. That horse's head in Mitch McConnell's bed.
Hey. Which one is the horse? Mitch or the horse? It'll be a turtle and a horse in a bed. Good Lord.
But Alycia, you come from Washington, D.C., and where a town where Black folks ran things or running things for a very long time and still trying to get them to be a state. You know how it is when Black folks get together and they, accomplish these things. We're not doing it, George.
Yeah,
I know, and it bothers me. It bothers me once again, but it just takes us back. It takes us back to the two guys, the two Republican Democrats. That's what's holding us up right now.
That's not.
Well, at least we're working on it.
No, we're not. We're not doing enough, George. We're not.
I'm glad you're saying that, but we're not doing enough.
We're not. So let's do what we have to do to get rid of the filibuster.
What do we have to do? How can we do that? That's 50-50
vote. I'm with Ali.
That's a 50-50 vote, though. Is that a 50-50 vote? Is that a 50-50 or 60 vote?
So, in order to get rid of the filibuster.
How do you do that?
Get rid of the president and the Senate can do that. They can get rid of the filibuster, and that will allow them to have the 50-50 vote. And then when you have the vice president, there's your 51, and that will pass these things. Especially
you don't have the 50 votes,
right? But we have those two dinos in there that's slowing down progress. We need a Jeff Gulali to come Nancy Kerrigan a knee.
Oh my God!
That's what we missing. We missing a Jeff Gulali. You can't talk to these people normal. You can't see Donald Trump learned under the system of Roy Cohn, this gangster who didn't give a daggone. He just ran roughshod over everybody. Right. That's who taught Donald Trump. We need our own Roy Cohn on the Democrat Party.
So now we have State Senator Royce West. Hang on one second, Alycia. Let's get Royce because we have a very short window with him. Royce, we got 2 minutes, and just want you to give us an update. How are things in Austin?
I'm listening. I'm listening to you guys. I tell you what, but well, in Austin, we're still at a stalemate. Okay, the fact is that our Democratic colleagues are still in Washington D.C., so there's no business that can be done during the legislative session.
What about those 7 people or the group of Democrats that came back, the House Democrats?
Well, I don't know that there were 7 people that came back. I think it's 2 people that came back.
Okay.
But so they still have sufficient numbers to hold out in terms of the strike, so to speak.
Okay.
And so we're still in pretty good shape there. One thing that did happen today, in the Senate, because the senators went back to Austin. There was no need for us to be in Washington. But what did happen today is that we honored Opal Lee today.
Oh, nice.
And if you go into Senate chambers in the state of Texas, all you see is a bunch of Confederate portraits up there. Jefferson Davis.
And now we have Ms. Lee?
And now we have Miss Lee.
Okay. Royce, we are really, I apologize, but we have run out of time, but will you come back and give us another update?
All the time, and whenever you need me, okay?
I appreciate you. That is State Senator Royce West. We appreciate you from the state of Texas, as I like to call him, Governor. All right, now it's time to talk about what's really going on. Chica, we
really didn't solve that problem, did we? What can we do?
No, here's what's really going on, and Alycia, I really want to hear your take on this, and the fellas too. But this is the proposal. The engagement of your fellow comedian, Michael Blackson. Michael Blackson said, "Meet the future Mrs. Blackson. Ladies, men look for loyalty. Regardless of what we put you through, stay loyal to your man because we are F-ups and we will eventually do the right thing. Nothing good come easy, so trust in God and what's meant to happen will happen. I'm blessed to have Rada by my side. She's the definition of a great woman. Most of my haters call her a gold digger, but believe me, Rada has never asked for a penny from me. She's very independent. She's actually the one that takes care of me. Plus, I'm allowed to have a chick a month on the side." So that's true love for you.
She's got allowed to have a chick on the side. You can't beat that. Damn, that's good. And she takes care of him. He just said that, didn't he say that? That's awesome.
And he just proposed to her on the Breakfast Club, gave her a very nice ring and all of that stuff, and apparently a chick on the side. So, Alycia, I ask you.
Go ahead, Alycia.
Ryder out here playing long ball, no pun intended. And she ain't tripping about asking you about no money now. When she get her name on that piece of paper, she gonna get half when she divorces your behind. Ryder wouldn't be with you if you was working at the post office or a bus driver. Let's just keep it real. Let's keep it a buck. But I'm not into the long suffering in order to get a man. I ain't into the suffragist movement, and I gotta ride or die, because they ride you till you die. I'm not into that ride or die. And I'm so loyal. A dog is loyal. I'm not a goddamn dog.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Treat me like you want to be treated. We can rock and roll. It can be gravy from day one. You know, it ain't gotta be. I gotta still. You look. Oh, you still there? Well, damn, you loyal. You still there? What I gotta do to get rid of you? So I'm not impressed by the, oh, she's so loyal. She's still around. She this, that, no. She did. To me, you sound like you got low self-esteem or you a gold digger.
Leave him alone.
Like
There's nothing wrong with what he's doing. Let him
and
live
now that
his
she
life.
married, she got the bag anyway. So it don't matter. It don't matter. But I couldn't do it. I don't work well with long suffering.
I was raised by not a long sufferer. My mama was married 4 times, Alycia, so I understand. It's like, next, there's going to be another one coming along.
Sybil, you probably got a lot of sisters and brothers you don't even know.
Trust and believe. If they were there, I would know them by now.
Look, your mama, the first woman ever taken on Maury Povich. She the mama. You are not the mama.
She was on Maury Povich 3 times. You are not the mama. That's when I met Sybil's mama on Maury Povich.
You are not the mama.
You are not the mama.
You are not the
Ellie, what you think about your boy Michael?
This is my thing. I already know black women gonna be waiting for me to say something because I just had this topic. I just said, see, they always come back to hunt me. I just said the topic was, do black women get more heat for marrying outside their race versus black men? Now, nobody gonna really say nothing about Mike and his lady, because Mike really not black. Even though he black, but he not black like that. He African black. See, that don't
he grew
count.
up in Jersey.
He's from Jersey. Yeah, he grew up in Jersey.
I tried to get. I was hoping nobody was gonna bring that up. I was praying. I was trying to make my point solid. And I knew somebody was gonna have some information. Okay.
That's what Alicia's here for.
That's why I'm here.
Now,
I was gonna let you get away with it, but
I knew you was gonna let me get away with the manpower.
Yeah.
So the thing that's now, I don't care nothing about what he's doing. Now, this is the thing, because Michael Black, I think all of it's weird, no matter what. But the selling point, this girl, see, y'all may be thinking that this is just true love. This girl came with a deal. Listen, I'm not gonna take you for everything. I'm not gonna take you for everything.
Okay.
And propose to me on the Breakfast Club. And I'm gonna let you have a chick that I pick. I'm a picker a month.
That sounds like a nice threesome. She gonna pick him?
Shake on it. Shake on it. y'all see, sometimes y'all think love is love. It's not love. This is a deal. And it look good.
It's an arrangement. Right. And as soon as she has one baby, game over.
As soon as she have a baby, I don't know if she got is that her real body? Because I know a lot of women that's that nationality. You know what I'm saying? I don't know none of them. What is that? What is it?
Nah, that's probably that get on the plane, get the BBL, fly back,
She doesn't get all the way to Brazil. She just gets to the Dominican.
Right, she gets to the Dominican Republic. She come back on a donut on Southwest with a leaky booty.
Yeah. Well, Alycia, what women don't know, that's for women who don't plan on getting pregnant. If this lady get pregnant, pregnant weight start to scoot all that cement and putty out the way. That pregnant, I'm talking about a lot of cracks in the foundation start happening with that pregnancy.
Yeah, you're right. And we don't know how much work she could have had done. That's why I understand these men marrying these Kardashian Jenners who done had $2 million worth of plastic surgery, because the baby y'all have gonna have original features.
I don't think women understand. Men like loose booties. You know what I'm saying? So you ain't gotta go get all that. I'm from the South. I like something thick sometimes. I like something, it gotta move. If it ain't jiggly, it ain't yours. I don't trust you. You know what I'm saying? You only got a centimeter or two from your thigh. You know what I'm saying? It gotta come off the thigh right. If it don't come off the baby, I need to see your baby pictures. Because you can tell if a little girl gonna be shaped up when she a baby. I got seven daughters. I know. I'm saying, listen. I need to see your baby pictures.
7 daughters.
Oh God,
7 daughters.
Man, you know, Ali, you look better and better to me every time I see you and talk to you, until you said 7 daughters, and I'm like, yeah,
How many mamas you got? You got 4 mamas too?
No. I kept everything tight. My situation is together, but I'm fertile. I'm half Hispanic. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a little Latin.
The Ali part Hispanic.
I'm a little Latin. Something Latin in my family splashed around.
Yeah, you have any sons? You got any sons, Ali?
Yes, 2 sons. You
got 9 kids?
Say don't say that number with all that venom in it. I don't like that.
Man, you got to be on the radio in the evening.
Because he's still producing in the morning, ain't he?
You need to be morning and evening drive.
He's got to do the evening drive.
I work 7 days a week. I do the radio and then I go on the road. You might as well call me DL Hughley, because I'm 7 days a week with this thing.
Yeah,
I just watched the Dick Gregory documentary. You Dick Gregory, because Dick had all them damn kids.
Okay,
and was on the road.
You know, the weirdest thing, before Dick passed, I performed with him, and we talked every night for 3 hours after the show.
Wow.
Every night, 3 hours. So he turns to me, I'm getting ready to go. He said, he grabbed my arm, because I'm a Libra, he a Libra. He said, the energy is telling me that you gonna take my place.
Oh.
And then he turned to me and said, but you got to wait till I die. You hear me?
So he gone. So now you got to go. Now you got to go and sell that Bohemian product and shit.
Yeah,
you got to You got to sell them milkshakes and shit.
Yeah, you got to run from New York to Sacramento
and stop in Jersey on the way and say hey to Michael Blackson, and then keep on going.
But y'all know what? In that Dick Gregory documentary, I saw 2 things where folks snatched some stuff from Dick. When he was running across country, they used that in Forrest Gump.
Right.
And remember when Dick was talking about black people, some black people, and I think Chicago was so poor, they be eating dog food. He see them in the grocery store getting dog food, but their apartments couldn't have pets. They used that in the episode of Good Times. They was listening to Dick.
Wow.
Remember the lady, they thought she was eating dog food in Good Times? Yep.
Wow.
One thing about black people, they can just find shit to associate with a story, can't they? You know damn well, Alycia, you just made that shit up just to go with the story.
They got that from Dick Gregory.
And George, you work with Norman Lear. You know how they steal stuff. Come on.
They do.
I never understood about those shows you mentioned normally. I never understood why we were so poor in some of these places. Do you know the walls were actually dirty in Good Times? The wall is just like they lived in a slum. These people were not that bad off. Only time we got a show was when the Cosby came on, right?
Right.
Well, we had the Jeffersons. The Jeffersons was
just
good.
lived very well.
They lived well.
That's when they made the change, right? We're moving on up, yeah.
Yeah,
but the maid changed. The maid didn't do shit. What's her name?
Lawrence. But she got her star on the Walk of Fame yesterday, Molly Gibbs.
Oh, yesterday?
Yes.
That's fantastic.
She really did. Yeah.
I love her. I had her work for me in Las Vegas. I love Molly Gibbs.
You put Molly Gibbs to work?
They be making black people wait too long.
I put up on the stage the same night I had Denzel there, and she sang. She sings jazz. She's awesome. So, Marla Gibbs is awesome, and I don't know how she's doing right now with her health, but God bless her. I love her, and a lot of people get excited about a lot of stars, but I like people like Marla Gibbs. People like that. That's good people.
Yeah. She's very good. She's very good. So, Ali, your thoughts about the Cambodian woman that Michael Black's in, and you saying all of that stuff's not going to work out in the end?
I'm hoping that it do. Because see, whatever happens, happens. At least 2 years. At least 2 years, Ali. At least 2 years.
If she gets pregnant, and then
will I be following the story? Not at all.
No.
Not at all. I'm more concerned that black people don't know that Jesse Jackson got the highest award in France.
Yeah.
Yes.
People wasn't talking about it. It was like, he got what? I ain't know Jesse Jackson was still alive. I said, boy, I can't stand black people sometimes. But Michael Blackson is very shiny. I don't know what this baby gonna look like. This baby's gonna be very.
Hey, Ali, the baby's still gonna be black.
that baby gonna be so black you ain't gonna know the mama ain't black. That's how black that baby gonna be. That's like when Kimora Lee had that son with Jean Manon.
Oh yeah,
that son is Wesley Snipes' complexion. I said, boy, Jean got some melanin in them balls.
Boy,
y'all sick, y'all crazy.
On the cool, I know people gonna get mad at me, but I really thought it was Serena Williams when I first saw it.
You know what, Ali, you stupid. You know that? How the hell you thought that was? You know what? Turn him off.
You are so stupid.
You thought that was Serena?
She getting lighter and lighter every time I see her. I'm like, boy,
okay, you crossing the line now.
I love her, but she light.
And they're from Houston. They're from your state too. They're from Houston, aren't they?
Who?
No,
Beyonce.
They from LA.
That's right. I'm sorry.
They from Compton.
I was thinking about Beyonce.
Yeah, Beyonce.
Yeah, Beyonce's Houston.
Yeah, everybody light now.
Except me, I got 9 lights on my ass, and I still ain't.
Let me tell you
Look,
something.
next week you're gonna be like Sammy Sosa. Next week, George.
Why I live at in Houston, every Nigerian look like Sammy Sosa.
They put that cream on.
That's why they are dying in Africa because they're using bleaching cream, right now.
It's bad. It's bad. And you can tell when they use it because their skin look like clay. Yeah. It's like a weird complexion.
Yeah.
Oh, but you can tell when they use it because their neck look different. How your neck dark and your face light? What's wrong?
George?
And your knuckles, dog.
Y'all, I am really light. I've been out in the sun here in Central Park. See how light I am?
George, you got El DeBar's chest. What you doing?
Right now, you guys, it's time to move to what you need to know. And
what you need to know.
That is our newsletter, Alycia. I don't know if George has told you, but we do have a daily newsletter. And if you had the newsletter this week, you would have seen the first story was Jesse Jackson receiving the Quadrigate of Legion of Honor Award from the President of France. And so we encourage everybody and we ask you humbly to go and subscribe to our newsletter. It's absolutely free. If you go to SybilWilkes.com, give us your name and your email address. It'll be in your email box every Monday through Friday morning. And we do talk about things like Jesse Jackson. We talk about, we have the Little No Black History Fact, which of course we carry on from the Tom Jordan Morning Show and HBCU Corner and things like that. And today's newsletter, we talk about Nancy squaring off with Kevin McCarthy in the U.S. House over the appointments to the commission to investigate January 6th.
Yeah.
You have any thoughts on it?
Yeah, I mean, she's doing right by eliminating those damn Republicans that sat up there and tried to downplay the severity of what was going on. That's like having the chickens over top of the chicken coop. They not. You're not gonna let them watch that. Nancy is a lady of a certain age. She's been around the block. She's seen a lot. Happening. She knows what's going on. You can't swindle Nancy. And I'm glad that she made it bipartisan. I love me some Liz Cheney all of a sudden because me and Liz used to battle on Twitter. But now me and Liz. Liz, I like Liz is gangster, just like her daddy. And if they know, like I know, they better leave Liz alone. Her daddy will shoot him in the face.
He's good known to do that.
Won't even get a misdemeanor for it.
I'm talking about won't even get a conversation about it.
He'll kill you. Dick Cheney would kill you and then take your heart and leave it on ice.
That was the problem. He shot him and didn't even kill him.
Man,
He didn't kill him.
But he didn't say anything either.
He didn't say anything either.
Dick
But
Cheney.
one good thing Nancy's doing, that Jim Jordan has got to go. Sir.
Got to go.
He's the worst thing ever, Jim Jordan.
He's the Antichrist.
He really is.
He's a disruptor. That's his job.
He really
to disrupt.
is. Yeah.
And how you gonna put the other boy on there when he's supposed to be a witness? How
Right.
you gonna he under investigation? How you gonna be an investigator and you under investigation?
Banks from Indiana, And they both were the ones that wanted to certify the Trump win, and just hours after the insurrection. And so she's like, no, we're not playing that.
Isn't Jim Jordan still under a case himself in Ohio?
He's got some issues regarding his knowledge of a sexual assault of young boys who were arrested.
Come on. Yes, he does.
Yeah.
Man,
he's going down. He was in the gym. He saw what was going on. He knew what was going on in the locker room.
Sure did.
Yeah.
I can't wait till somebody who just got out gonna tell on everybody. I can't wait.
Well, some of these people rather die. What was the coach name in Pennsylvania? He just said, "I'm gonna die and get the hell out of here."
What's his name?
Joe. Was it
Joe? That's him. Joe.
Well, he played for. He coached for Joe Paterno.
Joe the one died. Joe said, "I'm out of here." Yeah,
but Joe died. But it was the guy who was on his.
That's the dude.
It wasn't Sandusky, but it was something.
It was something like that.
It was Sandusky.
It was Sandusky.
Okay.
Yeah. Who had allowed all of these things to happen, and then including his own son.
Yeah, amazing. And these people get away with stuff for a long time, like the guy who molested everybody, and it was in the Olympic girls. What's the coach? That little silly looking coach, the doctor. This man that molested like 70 people. I'm like, don't none of y'all talk to each other?
He said he was everybody. He didn't molest him. He was examining. He was doing an examination.
That was molestation.
It was definitely molestation.
And some of them was sisters, like siblings. I'm like, the siblings ain't talk. Like,
see, this is the thing about. This is why I love my mom. My mama was right there. She wanted them. She all in the huddle. Hey, what y'all talking about? I need to know what y'all talking about. I just feel like this conversation, this huddle been too long. How long y'all been in this huddle? What are y'all talking about?
And why are you touching my son's ass while y'all come out of the huddle?
Yeah, when you are a parent with daughters, you have to be on guard. Yeah. Because these little girls, regardless if they fill out or don't fill out, because my daughter was a swimmer, and I used to be the father in going through the stands asking men who had cameras out, hey, who your baby? Who your baby? Because I need to know who your baby is. Because see, you can't be filming my baby. All these bathing suits, it's too much going on here.
Yes.
Man, I would be at the end of the pool with a blanket waiting for my daughter to get out of the pool. Come here, let me wrap that up.
Wrap her up.
Wrap it up.
When you go to the Olympics, you watch the gymnastics, you want to put your daughter on a blanket too, right? They need to wear a trench coat doing these.
Man, they need to wear something. They need to be in something else. I don't know what it is. It's too many perverts out here, and I know people gonna say, "Well, it's my freedom to be out there." Well, guess what? It's a lot of freedoms.
Is that sexist of us to say that, Sybil? Because there's a girl running in the Olympics right now. They find her for having too short shorts.
Not only that, George, I want to say it's one of the women's teams from Norway. They want to wear the long baggy shorts like the boys basketball players, right? And they're insisting that they wear the bikini bottoms. The women want to wear the long stuff, and they're insisting because of the sponsorship and all of that. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. I'm one of those that hoping that the Olympics doesn't happen.
It should cancel. It should cancel.
Yeah, but whatever. One of the other things that we did talk about on the and we keep people up to date on things that are happening in other parts of the world, especially this assassination of the Haitian president. Yeah. Which is crazy, and now they have they have inaugurated a new prime minister who is a doctor. He is a prominent neurosurgeon, and so he is in place, and he promises for them to have an election within the next 120 days. And
that's cool. He's smart. So
well, they're all
I don't know who want that job. Who want? They still be looking for a new president. If I was next in line,
they'll definitely be on their own.
They would be on their own. They'd be like, call Wyclef Jean. I can't help him.
Remember when Wyclef ran?
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
He ain't running now.
Okay.
Make this point for all the people who talking about defund the police and community policing. That's what it's like because I know one thing.
Defund them.
When you defund them, you know what I'm saying? When they out there with slingshots and everybody else got weapons, okay. But you know, we start talking about community policing, and then you see this in Haiti. Well, what was the security for the president? How he just in a 3-bedroom house with no security?
His private residence.
It is still a third world country now. They don't have the same security system and monies that we have. So.
But they got to stop showing. They got to stop showing that picture of that army out there then. Because where was that at? You know what I'm saying? Man, I don't get some of them people that was at Carnival and put them around the president's house.
Yeah, I'm like the president ain't even have a ring camera. Like he ain't even know what.
I'm saying that man ain't have no security.
You guys are really wrong. You guys are nasty. You know?
Hey,
George, Alycia said the president didn't even have a ring.
Just go to the door. Who that?
Alycia, the man ain't got no trap door by the bed or nothing.
No panic room. He ain't. And the white people done made 15 movies about
talking about a dead. Y'all talking about a dead man, a dead president. You should be ashamed.
My thing is how don't he got a pistol? Wasn't no shots fired back? Come on now. No shots fired back.
Look, the president ain't even have a pit bull.
It ain't no Rottweilers. They ain't ship a Rottweiler.
Apparently, y'all haven't been to Haiti. They don't even. Hey, Sybil, we took a trip down there. They didn't have any chicken. We didn't see one chicken.
Look, George, after they killed the president, I canceled my flight. I won't be going.
That's my people nationality. That's my folk. I love Haiti. That's my people. But the problem is this: people are not supporting Haiti, and people should understand why they try to cripple Haiti. They try to cripple Haiti because of the revolution, and it's like they trying to make a point. No black nation will ever rise up against us, or we'll put you in the place of Haiti. You know what I'm saying? And this is a crippling thing, because a lot of times people think that they strategies come from the art of war, things like that. It's a book called On War. You know what I'm saying? In that book, it says that people are inferior, not based on your brain power or your strength, what you are willing to do for resources versus what I'm willing to do for resources. You know what I'm saying? And we're willing to cripple you and kill your babies, and you're willing to march. That's the difference.
Come on. Woo. Okay. That'll break it down for you. On War. I'm going to look that up. Okay.
This has been some interesting day. Before y'all leave, I'm not going to let y'all get away with that. I know some of you had to talk about Jeff Bezos and going up. Sybil, I know for a fact that you went to luncheon one time in Florida, right?
I went to NASA.
You went to NASA. No, let me ask you something. I just want to say this.
I'm a space geek. Yeah.
You're space geek. Let me ask you a personal question. You went to see the liftoff, right? By the time you get back to your car, you're already back. What the hell was that all about?
That little penis went up in the air. It did a little this.
You're not supposed to talk. You're not supposed to talk like that. The penis. It was a penis.
What was it, George?
It was a hard penis. It was a white penis. It was a white penis that went up in there and came back down. It's pretty much like my sex life. Went up and it came down. But when the guy got back, one thing about it, I said, that's a lot of money to waste. They could have put so many kids through college and fed so many people. But he did give Van Jones $100 million. Is that amazing?
And Van did not cry. That was the most amazing part of it all.
Shut up, Sybil. Shut up.
Wow. That's because Van was headed to the mall.
But Sybil, there was no stipulations. That's pretty nice. No stipulations, right? What did I do?
Your audio, Sybil.
Y'all know what that mean.
That means
that mean that
they're honest, right?
Jeff
Bezos cut us off.
Yeah, that Prime Time is working out. That Amazon Prime is coming through. Ooh, look at what she's putting on now. Are you back, Sybil?
No, we can't hear you yet.
Well, she's still talking to me, but we're here and we're talking about what's going on today.
Yeah, but let me tell you about Jeff Bezos. I'm mad that he went up into space with all the money he didn't spend on taxes. That lets you know that trickle down. Well, how's that trickle down working for you? How's that supply side economics working for you? This damn man that took all the people money and went into space playing when he could have paid his workers a livable wage.
Exactly. And plus, but he went up, we paid for that. Amazon Prime paid for the ass to go up there. So
yeah, he not contributing to the infrastructure, the roads, and the Amazon truck putting potholes all up and down the damn roads.
Jeff Bezos, y'all don't understand. He gave Van all that money. And that means some shoe is about to drop.
About to come down, right?
Y'all about to find out he got a black baby. Something about to happen with this.
Van about to take that $100 million over to Kim Kardashian. You heard they secretly dating.
Oh my God!
Are you serious?
Oh, she did witchcraft another one.
Oh my God!
That's why that Booker dude lost the NBA Finals. The one dating Kendall Jenner. Anytime you touch them hoes, you going backwards.
I'm talking about Lamar. It's they a pack of witches. Look at
Lamar.
They curse, boy.
That's Lamar. We're approaching the time where we're going to have to get out of here, but we have Yoga's Jewels coming up in a few minutes, and Sybil going to prepare that for us. But in the meantime, while Sybil's away, I want you guys to watch this video, if you have it, so before we get out of here. This is just something all Black people should see. And maybe we can pull that video up. Sybil is back with us. We were trying to cover for you, Sybil. And if she pulls that, Sybil is not back with us. So
did you know you are supposed to wash your grits?
We about to show y'all how to wash these grits. If you ain't washing your grits, I don't trust you. Nowhere in this video will you see me putting soap. You see how the water make bubbles? Baby, that is water. We is washing these grits. Y'all see how dirty them grits is? Go get a bowl of grits and you do this. Put some water in there and do this. We gonna let all that out. It's called washing your grits, baby. Look at that. Y'all see that difference? See how clean them grits starting to look? And there y'all go. Clean, buttery grits. You can add you a little cheese in there if you want to. Got you some clean, creamy, cheesy grits.
What Black city did she come from, Sybil?
That's my neighborhood. That's my neighborhood all day long.
Have you ever heard of some shit like that, Alycia?
Never, but somebody was on Instagram putting dish detergent in the chicken wings. Did y'all see that?
What'd you say?
Yeah, it was a Black girl called herself washing the chicken wings with dish detergent.
I have never seen anybody wash grits, though. Does she wash her oatmeal? But I'm
gonna stop washing my grits. She made a good point.
That's bullshit. You ain't gonna wash. You ain't got time to wash no grits. Eat them germs. Eat them rats. Eat them. Gonna wash your grits.
Hey,
you better kiss them damn grits.
Let me tell you something, Alycia. Oh my goodness! Do you know that you just made this man as slavery black as I've ever seen? He said, "I seen somebody wash the chicken wings." He said, "What?" He just got so mad about the chicken wings.
Yeah, that's on Instagram. Wash your chicken wings with dish detergent. It's some people doing anything for clicks.
Wait a second. My mom and them used to wash their greens with dish detergent.
Not detergent.
Was it Tide or something? But they used to wash them with something. But in any case, Sybil is back, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, George. And thank you, George, for that informative piece of film there.
All Black people need to know about that. All Black people know you need to wash your grits.
Okay. I want to thank you guys so much. Before we leave, we do have also a word of inspiration in our newsletter. And it's called Yogi's Jewels. Every day we have a different jewel. And today is things constantly change. So should you for your growth. George?
Yes, you should. Change Be a better person every day. Try to be a better person, not try to make somebody smile every day. And just remember this: if you can't smile, if you can't even fake a smile without feeling better. That's all I got to say. I love you. There's absolutely nothing you can do about it. And don't forget about the book. The book is going crazy. The book is we're having lots of fun because I do stupid shit. I'll take a flea to a farmer's market and I'll take a farmer to a flea's market. That was my treat today, okay? And I love you. And there's absolutely nothing.
I appreciate you guys so much with all the technical difficulties we've had, and we've been having them today. I appreciate you. Alycia, this was really a delight. Thank you so much. I hope you will come back again.
I would love to come back. This was just so
Oh, you ain't coming back soon. You ain't coming back soon because you ain't gonna wash your grits.
Next Thursday. I'll be right here next Thursday. I got the link. I'm just gonna start popping up. Y'all be like, no, her ass ain't back. I know. I'm long suffering on the Sybil show.
You're so good.
I love you. I hope that you're having a great time there down in radio in Houston. I really appreciate you.
Oh,
you're a real gift.
He got 9 kids up his ass. Got to go home.
Thank you.
But look behind him. Ali got like 5 car seats behind him.
You better believe it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got to sit down somewhere.
Thanks, you guys. We'll see you next week. Please
We're out of here.
and we'll see you.
God bless you. God bless you.
God bless y'all.
Got to go to work.
Y'all crazy.
Thanks, Alycia.
Thank you, Sybil.
That was fun. I appreciate you.
I appreciate you too.
You're still live.